Hi! Today we're going to Belle Cote Beach. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm trying to visit all the beaches on Cape Breton Island one by one and make videos just like this. I tell you how to get there, what to expect when you arrive. Midway in the video, I share some interesting information I dug up while researching the beach, and then I end the video off with a segment that I call Channel Talk. Right, so let's get started. Belle Cote Beach is located on the west side of Cape Breton Island. How to get there? From the Big Fiddle in Sydney, it's an hour and 53-minute drive. After you cross the Margaree Harbour Bridge, soon you'll see the Belle Cote Gas and Convenience Store. There you need to turn left onto Belle Cote Beach Road. There'll be a sharp turn in the road, and then you'll see a beautiful view. On the left is Margaree Harbour, and on the right is the Gulf of St. Lawrence. Oh, I didn't notice this before. I'm just noticing it while I'm editing. There seems to be a little beach there, a path, and a sign. After that sharp turn, you just continue straight. The beach here is 0.6 kilometers long or 0.4 miles. There are two openings in that rock wall to access the beach. The fishing harbor is down here, so you'll see different stuff like the wharf and fishing boats. Down by this building, you'll find a small parking lot. And the path to the beach is nearby. I heard a lot of people come here to watch the sunset. There are no lifeguards here, no restrooms, no change rooms. It's pack in, pack out. I found this beach quite tidy. I don't recall seeing bottles and trash, which might be an indicator of how few people come here. This beach is long and straight and exposed to more wind compared to the little cove beaches nearby, like Chimney Corner and Whale Cove. This is really neat. These are benches. It's like a little outdoor theater. Leave a comment down below and let me know if you've been here before or if you have any stories you can share about this particular beach. Behind me is this wall of armor stone, and behind that is the road we arrived on. This is to my left. Inverness is in that direction. And this is to my right. Cheticamp is in that direction. I'll throw the tide info up on the screen as requested. There's the exit through the rock wall. Look how the rocks are arranged like stairs. That's cool. There's a hand-painted pole that says walkway, and this sign says swim with caution, possible dangerous undertow. Here's the Island Sunset Resort. And you'll see in a moment, on this particular Saturday, up on the hill, there was an outdoor wedding. And it sounds like they were having fun while they were waiting for the bride to arrive. Don't go anywhere, this video is not over, because this is the part of the video where I tell you some interesting information I dug up while researching this beach. Before I jump into it, I want to say a huge thank you to Daniel at Sydney Adventure Tours for sponsoring this video. Go check out his website to discover the great tours he offers. Thanks again to Daniel at Sydney Adventure Tours. I learned Belle Cote, which means pretty shore, used to be called the East Side Margaree Harbour. and it was renamed to Belle Cote in 1892. I also learned Belle Cote marks the traditional boundary between Scottish settlements to the south and Acadian villages to the north. Belle Cote used to have 3 stores, a lobster factory, and a population of 250. Remember this anchor? It belonged to the HMCS Margaree. It looked like this. The HMCS Margaree is named after the Margaree River, and the flower in the middle of this badge is a marguerite, which represents the Margaree. After the ship was retired in 1994, the ship's bell was put on display in the Naval Museum of Halifax, and the anchor went here. Over the next 25 years, the anchor fell into disrepair. In 2020, the Army Cadets of RCACC 2940 restored the anchor. There was a ribbon cutting, and the cadets had the honor of meeting RCN sailors who had sailed on this ship. Then, going forward, the cadets agreed to take over the maintenance of the anchor site, which I think is fabulous. Way to go. All right, channel talk. I wanted to share with you the upcoming beaches. There are 10. These were all visited in 2025. I have enough footage to get me through February and March, and then we're into April. I'll probably take a couple weeks off around March break and Easter. And then this summer, I'm going to visit beaches between Pleasant Bay and Inverness. There's lots to look forward to. Okay, if you haven't heard, I got a P.O. box. If you feel like writing me, here's the address. And if you feel like emailing me, there you go. Subscriber count, we're up to 2,203. Thank you to every single one of you that has subscribed and continues to watch. Beaches visited were up to 72, all visited during the last 3 years. And I'd like to send a shout out to every single person that has commented on my videos. Thank you so much. I love reading them. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.